Amazingly, still looking pretty good on the white mud between 149 and the Terwilliger corner. Just some off and on minor slowing through that area. No problems right now on the white mud in the east. Clear sailing, maintaining great pace right up to 80 from the Henday all the way towards 75th Street.
Hey, Walker. Not even for the streetwalker. The subsidy is a subsidy, not paying the whole frickin' thing. What the hell's camera?
This report brought to you by the Edmonton Health Show. Okay, prove it. And then we'll see what the answer comes from that. If they can prove it, fine. If they can't, then we have an issue.
Another audit criticizes how a contract was awarded to install drain.
Yeah, just pull out in front of me, you twit. Really, buddy? You leave a safe distance, and this is what you get.
56 points now to 15,036.
Bus didn't stop for the red light.
6 points, 17,692.
Crowd of those who have camped at the disputed site of First Nations gathered at the base of the mountain today.
So now the Honda cuts off the Subaru.
First Nations won't give approval for such a project.
We do not consent to Kinder Morgan's up.
Whoa, almost. Yeah. Just have a wedding party, walk in and to Mr. Sub and order food.
Others are hoping it's not the same old situation as they take on the Vancouver Canucks. They're 0-2-1 against the Canucks this season.
Whoa!
1 against the Western Conference, and so far.
Yeah, just hit that car. And he didn't even notice.
1-1 to start it out. How you doing, everybody? Early game tonight.
Unreal.
I'm going golf, work at the Wi-Fi center, or relax in the spa, like I do. Andrew.
I'm gonna wait all day.
The Lather. So unfortunately, the banks have done a great job of accommodating a lot of borrowing, but it hasn't led to affordability, and that's where the whole thing will start to falter.
So let's talk about the banks for a second before we run out of time, because this is where you're either going to make me sleep tonight or scare the hell out of me.
for sale. You should stick to selling cars.
6:30 CHED Shopper Traffic. This report is brought to you by the King Camera, where you can save $70 in the Nikon D5300 SLR, including lens.
Tapping your brakes.
Measure if they're the right ones or not. 6:30 CHED Scott Johnson looks at roads that aren't being built right and a strange way that a drainage contract was awarded.
The city auditor looked at 3 road construction locations and found the roads weren't built to standard, yet the contractor wasn't asked to come back and fix the mistakes. Councillor Mike Nichol is worried the same low standards are happening on neighborhood rehab projects. That's especially a problem, he says, since every property tax bill has
Did you just sit through that whole fucking light and not turn? Oh, because you're on your cell phone, you asshole.
1.5% increase.
Unfucking believable.
Right? To these companies. And a drainage contract to install massive pipes went to a company from China, even though it wasn't the lowest bid. The problem is magnified because they didn't keep the right documentation on how the bidding was carried out. Not everyone who made
You could have fucking turned 10 times, but no, your fucking phone call is more important.
It's been almost a month since the shoot.
Colder weather mirrors the cooling of Edmonton's real estate market. According to the Edmonton Real Estate Board, single-family sales in Edmonton dipped for the month of October by around 12%. Overall, though, we're doing about 8% better than October.
That was a double solid line you just went over.
homes sold.
Let's go back to the phones and see if anyone knows the question, or the answer to my question. Not the question, ask the question. Hi, who is this?
It's Brad.
Hey, Brad, how are things today?
It's a solid line.
Well,
We had a medical episode sending him out of control and into the second cruiser.
Don't know which lane you
touching the
want?
driver's side and totaling the vehicle. The man was treated on scene for minor injuries and no one was in the police car at the time. The road is back open. No word on charges will be laid. We have a 30%
Come on, let's
chance
go.
of maybe
Oh, you turn it on
rain
just
in
as
the
you're
morning.
turning.
Winds again 20 to 40 kilometers an hour, otherwise a cloudy day.
Did I have a signal light on? No, I didn't.
Temperatures start at break in the middle of Edmonton, which in turn flows
They
to the
said,
north
how
of
did you
Saskatchewan.
get your
The wastewater
license?
was tested
Didn't
and found to
stop.
be harmful to fish, which violates the Fisheries Act. Environment Canada couldn't immediately say what was in the wastewater or how much of it entered the river. The money is to go to the Federal Environmental Damages Fund, which is used to pay for habitat.
They got to turn this thing around in a hurry. And so there's been a little line juggling, moving Taylor Hall onto another line, and putting.
But when you look at the field of dancers and you look at their dancing, I thought, well, there's a good chance if they just go by dancing alone.
Just locked them up big time.
And coming here, time before YouTube is going to start. Well, that day looks to be on the horizon, in a way.
Thank you.
As ABC's Jason
Appreciate it.
tells us, it looks like you may have
prove to the privacy commissioner why they shouldn't release, why they should black out the
You shouldn't be
information.
going.
Don't put
You
it on
definitely
the,
shouldn't be going.
Don't let the government just make that decision unilaterally and say, no, we're gonna let this go. But it's 3 votes, and we actually put a proposal in this policy that would legally allow for 3 votes. Because the problem with 3 votes when you're in government has historically been that if you vote against a government bill that has any control of your message, don't give them the soapbox to stand on.
Mike Blaze of Canada Veterans Advocacy, one of the most vocal critics
Really,
of the
buddy?
government's handling of the benefits issue, said he's not surprised at being shut out and accused the government of playing.
Yes, starting at $186 bi-weekly with 0 down for 36 months. Offer ends December 1st. Learn more at albertacadillac.com.
Well, if you're just gonna sit there, I'm gonna fucking go, you dumbass.
And quality rentals. And we build facilities for assisted living and long-term care. And we have sustainable communities in Edmonton, Sherwood Park, St. Albert, Leduc, Spruce Grove, Camrose, Lacombe. We're everywhere.
Road closed, bud. Where you going?
About us at cdlhomes.com.
Holy
and
fuck!
check us out.
have been piling
You have a
up
green
this
light
past
over there,
week
buddy.
against the Canucks,
You don't
Coyotes,
anymore,
Sens,
but-
and Preds.
And what are you doing?
More at our last
Road
fourth.
closed.
It's the fourth.
Oh my
One more
fucking
game.
god!
I think they haven't been carbon copies of each other, but something finding ourselves on the wrong side of the ledger. All too often.
Un-fucking believable. There goes another one. Are you fucking people for real?
So it's a good thing to
No stopping. Unless you're UPS.
the labor of love. Try 10 clean sweet potato bits available for limited.
That's a crunchberry. That's a crunchberry.
Oh, they lost it all by themselves.
And they looks like they hit sideways.
Guy's still in the car. They're still trying to get him out.
Looks like they hit sideways into the pole. And after he bounced off the pole, he spun around.
Yeah, they're still trying to get him out of the car, too.
Canadian children visit food banks each month, and Chorus Feeds Kids works directly with your organizations in your area to provide nutrition essential to childhood development.
Here's one.